would probably help if that was pulled down all the way. Gosh, that one was real quick to his 2000, real close to his 2000 last time. And I did a little bit more optimizing the 2 stages before this. And I think we're going to go ahead and take this one. So I was coming in, what? I'm about 319 behind the record now. I think I was about 315 last time. Just missed it. So even if I don't have any time save at all, if I'm able to put up just the time from last time, I think I've got it. And we've had a lot of success with a new 110 lead out. So yeah, I think the squad's got this one. I think we got it in the bag. And that'll mean I start off with, we'll have, yeah, I gotta go with Morton. I gotta go with Lachlan Morton. We got an uncontested coming up after this with Open Tour. So we'll take that guaranteed. And then I'm thinking Hiro di Como tonight. That's one of the last monuments I don't have any submission for. There's a handful I still don't have anything in. And I need to do Liège, Bastogne, Liège. That'll be next week. I'm going to do a couple of the French ones all together next week. But let's kick things off with some fast-paced biking, guys. Yeah, Lachlan, love to see you take the lead there to begin with.
Breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
Do 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 do. Oh, that lead! You think your precious little lead out, your little breakaway here will do anything for you? Fanciful thinking. All right, slowly bring everyone down to 100. Let's see, Kudus. 3 left. Yeah, who's gonna... Alright, Bissiger, Paulus, Healy. Healy's giving out. Bissiger, Paulus still running 110. Okay, there it is. So we'll bring him down. Bring him 1 hundo. Let's see if I can get Lachlan up there to help him out. No, let's get Connie. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we'll just take Palace out fully in a second. Okay. We're about to have a pretty good downhill. I'm not going to burn that blue goo yet.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Oh, but it is a bit of sledding here early on. That's good. Bisker up there. We will just continue playing this game of musical chairs up at the front. Hello, Femi. So, hey, Femi, welcome to the ugliest game in the world. So we got first timer watching now, so I'm going to give a little bit more verbal breakdown of what's going on. So real quick, we're in team comm mode. I'm this guy here in the polka dot jersey. That's me, Lachlan Morton, one of 6 EF riders on this team going. You can see my 6 guys here. They're all in the peloton up at the front of the race. That's what this symbolizes. These are all the other groups that have already started to fall off as we've set a really high tempo. We're up here, and if anyone breaks up ahead of us, they'll go up front. You might notice this isn't a whole lot of cycling gameplay. Mostly what we're doing is team energy management. And that's really what this is here. So I'm pretty much shifting between 2 settings at all times. They're either on 100% tempo, so I've got them as one of the riders out there at the front of the peloton really trying to set the pace. 100% tempo right now, it's going around 50 to 60k on this slight downhill. And then everyone else is set at persist without limit, which just tries to keep them keeping pace with the peloton as close up to the front of the peloton as possible. And it's just about cycling that blue endurance, which is kind of their general how they do in level of endurance, versus the red, which is their attack endurance. We're not going to be needing to make any attacks right now, but every once in a while we'll shift up to 110 tempo. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to let a couple guys take breaks as we hit a hill in a moment. I'd love for Morton to get up there, take some time. We're going to pull Palace off there at the front. Yep, there we go. Squad. Squad, 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 squad. Hit that downhill. Ooh, look at those blue bars go back up. Yes, big hill, everybody. All right, let's get Nakane up there to lead out, along with, we'll leave Morton up for the time being.
The break is still not done. It's difficult to escape today.
A little bit of a hill, It's all right, we got through our first classified climb. We're going to go ahead and burn everybody's blue feed now. So we got 2 gels. Everybody's got a red gel and a blue gel. And there's 1 feeding spot. This one's a stage race, so it's relatively... I think like every time you go over a certain 100K, there's another feed spot. Because there's 1 on this one, which started about 150K. Alright, Lachlan can slow up a little bit. Leave Nakane on 100 till the rest of the crew gets up there. Alright. Nakane persists without limit because now he's gotten a little ahead of the group. We really do want to keep the crew together as long as possible because it's just easier when we can cycle through more people at any given time. So we're just always trying to keep our freshest legs at the front. And then we hit those downhills like we just did there, and everybody else gets a little fresher. Sigurd, take a break. We're running with the EF team because it's got 3 of my favorite cyclists, and then I just found other guys to level up. But it should be noted, everyone on this team is juiced to the gills. This is like the peak EPO team. EPO is one of the big performance-enhancing drugs in cycling, primarily deals with making it so your body can use more oxygen. You can oxygenate the blood more quickly. I'll also point out real quick just to know, we are already in a group, meaning we've left behind the peloton, which is, God, all the way back here, like 4-something minutes. And there's all these people in between. So absolutely cruising. Again, shooting to finish. I mean, like anything under 320 should get us the record.
The next climb.
Almost guaranteed to win. We're like 7 minutes ahead in the GC for the Cup, so that one's guaranteed. Oh, this happens every once in a while. How far apart are they? They're a little far apart that I am going to slow down the team just enough. Try and get everybody catching up. So they're all going to attack to try and catch up. We're going to see. Yeah, they're going to move back up pretty quickly. Palace, you persist without limit now that you're back with the group. And we've got red goo for everybody when it's time. Yeah, have your red goo, sir. Bissiger. We'll see if we can get him, but I mean, we might lose him. He's persisting without limit. Get that juice. Give him another attack to catch up to the group, which is doing great up here. Let's shift you out. Make sure you're on. You're on. Bissiger, back with the crew. All right. So we burned his red gel earlier than I would have liked. But the Best Friends Club is back together. That is the nomenclature I started using for this squad when I ran with most of these guys for the most recent Tour de France run I did, which ended up being the world record run. And that was because early on, I wasn't really sure meta-wise how to play, who should be leading on any given race day, like how I should really be playing, like, okay, do I just pick one leader to start? And then that's just who we're going to go with for the GC, for the general classification. Let's go ahead and get that blue gel with about 50K to go. Get everybody juice back up. And so every race it was just like, well, you know what, we're just going to go to the end, And then everybody just attack together, and whoever wins, wins. And, like, eventually we're going to have some stages, as we did, where people just drop off because they're, you know, like, something just went wrong in my approach that day.
Is organized each year.
Man, the 100 guys are, frankly, doing a little bit better tired-wise than the rest of the crew. There we go. Squad leading. I have no idea how we're going to end up dealing with the KOM at the end of this, because everyone's picking up points. We had all the leaders. I don't know who's going to end up with it, though.
Before you reach the summit.
Start on 1. All right, we're at 38. I'm going to start up in the pace just a little bit to really try and squeeze this record. So we're going to get 2 people up to 110 now. You still persist with that limit for now. Because if they tire themselves out, they've each got red gel. I am going to pull.
I'll go full out on the relay.
It's an intermediate sprint. It's a very late intermediate sprint. Goodness gracious. Oh, we'll definitely pull you off because we want Kudus to finish out here with the points. So we'll go ahead and let Bisker peel off for a second too. Kudus, yeah, nice man. There's your green jersey, almost certainly. I am going to get Ben Healy back up front there. I'm going to get Bisker back up front there. We're in the final 30K. Kudus about to tucker himself out, it looks like.
That only the first 15
Okay.
score
Little bit here. We're going to slow this down to 100 for just a second. I didn't realize. I forgot. They totally say on the map that this is a cobble portion. But I definitely forgot that this hill has cobble portions. Oh, and we might lose Kudus. This is the most stressful part of every run. There's always, oh, is he hanging on? He's hanging on. Yeah, baby. There's always a second where, like, you start to get towards the top of a hill and you can tell, like, all right, well, we're at a really good pace. And 5 of these guys out of, 6 are definitely going to make it. And I can't really slow down for that 6th guy, so we're just going to lose him. Always devastating when it happens. All right, 18K. We're really just having everybody sell out, get Morton across the line there.
The last climb
Get my boy Paulus going.
the mountains classification
Ben Healy.
is
You're
on the
off.
horizon. It's 1 kilometer at over 8%, making it an ideal moment to attack for those who don't want to wait for the short climb.
Inside
to
10.
finish.
All right, here's how we're going to play this. We're going to ride Palace as long as we can. 5, okay. I'm really going to try and maximize this time as much as possible now. I'm going to have Morton attack and deplete most of his red. Or not. Or that attack will just work. Yeah, or that attack will just work. God damn. All right. We'll finish the stage with everybody else. And we'll see if that was sub 3 hours, 20 minutes. And hopefully that'll be our first world record of the night. And we will move on to our next one. We do unfortunately have to wait for everyone else to finish. Another 20K for the 120-something riders. Okay, fewer and fewer as we go by. Oh, goodness gracious me. Come on, slowpokes. James needs a new time. I feel pretty great about that, though. I felt just about as optimal, particularly once that attack was so successful in the final approach. Like, my hope was I was going to get enough of an attack with his blue energy to let him roll at 100 tempo for a little bit, refresh his red with the gel, make a final attack there to shave off a couple more seconds at the end. We're hoping it's not neat. We're hoping that one successful attack was just there. I'm going to skip through the rest of this. I can't even hear what the announcers are saying. All the people look the same except for there's our one black guy. Otherwise, same model. You know, 6 different skin tones for the exact same human being over and over again. Every once in a while, it looks like one of them has bigger thighs than the other. 3:17:20, meaning 11:03:15. That is approximately 4.5 minute improvement over our good friend Hizzo 2000, my nemesis. We have vanquished him and we have taken the Breizh Cup. It's another one down. That is importantly another one from Hizzo 2000. I'm going to need to get another one or two of his to really establish myself. Man, you can see down here. So our whole team was about 3 minutes behind from that attack. Really good attack. Like, that made all the difference, essentially. If Healy was 257, I still barely would have made it. But then 26 minutes for everyone else. Okay, sick. We're going to go ahead and take some notes for the run. Pause and be back with our next race in just a second.